Good morning, boys and girls. Or maybe it's afternoon, maybe it's night. Whatever it is, today is Friday. Woo-hoo! I'm here getting my energy from what? What am I getting energy from? A banana. Do you like bananas? Me too. Today, we have to do our best on our test. What do you think we have a test on in science? We will identify examples of interdependence in living things. Remember that big yellow word, interdependence? I depend on my what? Banana for my energy. We're going to review one more time interdependence because today it's test day. How will we study interdependence today? We will review food chain vocabulary. Then independently complete our food chain assessment. Let's make a food chain. The sun was shining on the tree gave energy to the banana, and now the banana gives energy to me. Is something going to come and eat me and get energy from me? I hope not. Today, you know that food chain stuff. We've worked on it for many, many days. You'll show me what you know independently, that means by yourself, on your food chain test. Why? We will understand how living things depend on each other to survive. Are you ready to go review? Come on down. Let's start with our words. Repeat with me, please. Living. What's that living thing you see here? Roar. A lion. A lion is living and it needs energy. It grows. It can make this cute little baby and then eventually it dies. It will only live if it gets its needs. Say the N word, please. Needs. I need my banana. I need my water. I need my shelter. And I need air to breathe. Are you getting all your needs today? Our next word is habitat. We have this eagle in its habitat of the tree where it builds its nest. A habitat is where an animal or plant lives. Ooh, it's test on the food chain. All right, let's review this food chain one more time. The sun shines down onto the grass. Good job. The grass gives energy to grasshopper. This grasshopper gives energy to the frog. The frog gives energy to the snakes. And finally, who swoops in? The big predator? The eagle. Bravo, bravo. Are you in this food chain? Are you going to eat the eagle at the end? Let me. Today, you'll show me one more time food chains. Depend. Say this, please. Depend. I depend on my water and my banana. This bee depends on what? The flower. He needs the nectar. He needs it to survive. Last word. Survive. If we don't get our needs, we cannot survive or we cannot stay alive. Let's review one more time with some food chain examples. These were your assignments earlier in this week and last week where you were practicing the chain. Remember this one. We have the sun to the grass, to the blank, then the snake, then the owl. Let me hear you tell me one more time which organism would belong in this blank box. Raise your hand for the mouse, or the fox, or the deer. I'm thinking of which one of these animals would like to eat grass, but could be eaten by a snake. I don't think the deer. What other idea did you have? Mouse! Bravo, bravo. I agree. The mouse would be perfect in this food chain. Here comes another example. We have the sun shining on the grass. The ladybug gets energy from the grass. The frog gets energy from the ladybug. Now look at your options. Which organism goes in the final box, the top predator of this food chain? The flower is going to eat the frog. The worm is going to eat the frog. Or the eagle will eat that frog. Raise your hand for flower. Raise your hand for worm. Raise your hand for eagle. Ding, 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 ding. You know that eagle is a big predator to swoop in and eat the frog. Last one to practice in the ocean. If the sun shines through the water to make those seaweeds grow, the fishy is nibbling on the seaweeds. A penguin comes along to eat the fish. Now, which predator will come and snack on the penguin? Raise your hand if you think the turtle will come eat the penguin. Do you think this little shrimpy will come eat the penguin? Or that ferocious shark will come eat the penguin? I agree. He is a very mean predator. He's going to eat that cute penguin. Now that we have practiced our food chains, we reviewed our vocabulary, it is your turn to make me proud. I know you know this food chain stuff. Take your time, close your eyes, and do your best. The most important is that you understand the questions. Here we have our questions. You'll see 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. These are here for you in your Google Slides. You can click the pen, you can edit, and you can write in your answers by filling in these little bubbles. Or if you want to listen to me read them right now, you can grab your journal, grab your pencil, and number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can write down your answers with me now, and then go fill them in later in your Google Slide. I'll show you how your Google Slide looks, and then we'll start reading our questions. Here comes my tablet to show you. You've already found our assignment. You have your slide with your name. You'll see our green slides for science, and we want to go find our questions. Make me proud. Question time. Now, when we come to fill in our questions today, we don't need Google Slides. All we need is the pen. So I'm going to click on the pen, and then arrow over to question number 1. Listen to me now reading. Think of your answers to fill in your slide later, or grab your pencil, grab your journal, and write the number 1. Ready to hear the question and record your answer. All right, here we go. Number 1. Which of these has basic needs? Which of these things has needs? Does the hat have needs? Does the yarn have needs? Or does the fish have needs? Only one thing is living. When you decide which living thing it is, you'll choose your color and you'll bubble either A or B or C. Make sure you use a color that is dark enough for your teacher to read. Please don't use light gray or a light yellow. I want to see your answers so I can give you the best grade possible. Now, if you are listening to me read to fill in your answers later, here in your journal you can have number 1, and you can write in A, B, or C for what is your answer. Who has needs? The hat, the yarn, or the fish? On to question number 2. Number 2 asks us, Jamie is investigating the needs of animals. She observes the birds. Which need are these birds meeting? Everybody look closely at those birds. What's going on here? Are those birds getting air, A, food, B, or water, C? Take a look at that picture. It's here in your Google Slide. You can zoom in on that picture. They are getting what? Mark your answer for air, A, food, B, or water, C. Here in number 2, you can write A, B, or C to fill in your slide later. Once you filled in question number 1, question number 2, you'll arrow over for 3 and 4. Here we go. Number 3. How is this animal using the log? Take a look at that animal and the log. Is that animal using it for A, food, B, shelter, or C, for water? On your Google Slide, you'll fill in is this animal? Take a close look. Using the log for food, for shelter, or for water. When you've made your decision, you'll color in your bubble, or you can write it on your journal with your pencil here. 3, A, B, or C. Number 4, we're talking about Felix. Felix draws this food chain in his science notebook. Take a look at this chain. We have a leaf, we have a caterpillar, we have a frog. What does this food chain show? A, is the caterpillar using the frog for food? Take a look. The caterpillar's using the frog for food. Yes or no? B, the frog is using the leaf for food. Look at the frog. Is he using the leaf? Yes or no? C, the frog uses the caterpillar for food. Take a look at the chain. Is the frog using the caterpillar for energy? Here on your Google slide, B, you'll zoom in over here and take a look. One more time. The caterpillar uses the frog. The frog uses the leaf. Or the frog uses the caterpillar. Pick your best choice, A, B, or C. Color it in. In your journal, number 4, A, B, or C. Then we're moving to our last page for 2 more questions. They're here together with the picture of the deer and ask us to please look at this deer. Look at this deer. Number 5, what need is this deer meeting? What's the deer getting? Food, air, water, or shelter? Write for me number 5, what need is this deer meeting? And number 6, name 2 other needs the deer has. He's getting 1 here, but what are 2 more that deer needs? In your Google slide, zoom in, look at that deer. Write for me number 5, what need is the deer getting here? Write for me number 6, what 2 more needs does that deer need? I should see 3 different words for your 5 and 2 different words on your 6. If you're working in your journal, number 5, what's he getting here? In number 6, write for me 2 more things he needs. Not what he's getting here, but 2 more. Everyone will need 6 answers today. A, B's, and C's. A, B's, and C's for 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6, you're writing in your words. If you're working in Google Slide, you'll have all your pages filled in. Zoom out. You can click Save. Wait for it to load your work. And then you'll turn in. I do not want pictures of this today. If you work in your journal, that's great. Now use these answers to go put them in your Google Slide. Everyone is turning in your edited slide with your 6 answers here today. Blue button to turn in, and take your time. We've worked for 2 weeks on these food chains. You have 6 questions to make me proud, boys and girls. Do your best. I can't wait to see what you do. Hasta lunes.